year 2008, we had a rate of only 32% of exclusive breastfeeding. We now are happy to note we are at the rate of 61%. And notably, as a result from this, within the same period, we have noted infant and child mortality rates reduced from 74 to 52. Sorry, is that how it goes? Yes, from 74 per 1,000 births to 52 per 1,000 births, that's live births, within that period. And this is going to improve moving forward, and because of the other interventions that we'll be putting together. This is directly attributable to the optimal breastfeeding practices. So you are investing right, my sisters. You're investing right. You're investing where it matters. However, I'm on record last week as we launched the week that we are celebrating, in still noting 4 in 10 children do not exclusively get a chance to breastfeed. That is about 40%. It's material. And it is for this reason I am encouraging us in Kepsa and the private sector to continue to invest in making sure that we have safe spaces for our mothers to breastfeed. And it is for this reason I undertook, because you know sometimes also in the public space we are asked to tell you, so you do it. But we don't always do it. And it is for that reason that I directed Cherotich and the team here to make sure that the first state-of-the-art lactation station is in my own ministry. Again, noting as government we have crafted the policy and regulatory environment, it only now awaits you, the private sector, and obviously some of us who are in the public spaces, to invest by making sure we comply to the Constitution, to the Health Act, to the Breast Milk Substitute Regulation and Control Acts of the year 2012, but also the Kenya Health Policy covering the period 2014 and 13 to 30, which identifies suboptimal breastfeeding as one of the risk factors to good health in the country. And finally, I'm calling for all of us to adhere to the National Food and Nutrition Security Policy of the year 2012, which again identifies promotion of early initiation and exclusive breastfeeding and baby-friendly hospital initiatives as key interventions for improving maternal and newborn nutrition. Again, indicating that we are at the tail end of finalizing development of an implementation framework for securing a breastfeeding-friendly environment at the workplace, and the guidelines to this framework, which we shall be shortly unveiling, and which we will be sharing with you so that you take them towards the course of implementation. And in this regard, I really am here to celebrate the 38 or so companies that have complied with the Health Act and established the lactation stations. I want to assure you that the government is committed to providing a leadership and creating an enabling environment for working women, their families, communities, in order to realize optimal maternal, infant, and young child feeding. This is important, and it's particularly important because it speaks directly to our journey on UHC. As you realize, this is a very important pillar for which we all need to invest together. And unless we have optimized delivery and the outcome of maternal, infant, and young children investment in health, it will become very difficult for us to deal with this as we move further upstream. I want to pay special tribute to the public and private sector actors, our development partners, and communities who have contributed to the gains in breastfeeding rates and improvement in maternal, infant, and young child nutrition. You have indeed brought Kenya onto the global map. I think the figures and the increase that I spoke about, and which UNICEF has confirmed, would not be achieved if it was just government trying to push it. It's because you believed in this to be a good and a worthwhile investment that you have investment. Your role in realization of optimal breastfeeding practices and quality health care for all gives us a good building block as we then move forward as a government to ensure that all Kenyans, wherever they are, whatever their economic standing, they are able to access health care as is envisioned within the universal health coverage. We need to continue to work together to protect the gains. We need to continue to work together to promote and support breastfeeding, but also efficient delivery of services across the health sector.
Okay, tonight we are celebrating the Breastfeeding Week, the end of the week. Kepsa has been playing the role of coordinating the private sector to really establish lactating rooms for mothers, breastfeeding mothers in the offices, and about 40 companies in 1 year alone have already established the lactating office rooms. We really hope that this will snowball and we'll have thousands by next year. So we're really encouraging a lot of the private sector to do that. The Kepsa does this under the social arm, which we call the Kepsa Foundation, where we run also other projects that are about environment, about the society, women and youth empowerment. And so for us, it's a great achievement to see where we have come. We started working with the Act and the bill, and to see that come to pass, we worked with Parliament, we worked with the Ministry of Health, and so this is an exciting milestone to have reached.
There you go.